Good. So we're going to look at factorizing, right? Now, we previously looked at using the distributive law to remove brackets, right? Um, oh, wait, actually, before we move on to factorizing, let's look at expanding double brackets. Did we look at that as yet? Expanding double brackets? I don't think we did.
No.
Yeah, so let's look at that, right? We know how to expand. We know how to do one like this. Like if you have 3 by x plus 2, we just did a lot of those. So this would be 3x plus 6. So we know that already. That's using the distributive law. But you can also have two pairs of brackets. For example, if you have one moment. Right, so the product of two brackets is what we're going to look at, right? So let's say we have um, A plus B by C plus D, right? Well, how we do this, there are two ways to do it. I'm going to show you two strategies that you can use, right? The first one is you take the first term, in this case it's A, and you multiply by the second pair of brackets, so the A times C plus D. And then you take the second term along with its sign. So this is plus B, right? So then that'll be plus B, and you multiply it by the second pair of brackets. So it'll be B times C plus D. And then you expand because you know how to do this one. A by C is AC, and A by D is AD. Then you have B by C, which is BC, and B times D, which is BD, right? And that is your answer. So that's one way to do it, right? The next way that you can do it is you can skip out the second line, even though it's the same thing you're essentially doing, right? You're multiplying each term in the first bracket by the two terms in the second bracket. That's what you do. But you write it a little differently. So like you have A plus B by C plus D. So you take the first term in the first brackets, A, multiply by the first term in the second brackets. So that will give me AC. And then you take that first term in the first bracket and you multiply by the second term in the second bracket. So A times D will be AD. And then you take the second term in the first bracket, multiply by the first term in the second one. So B times C is BC, and then B times D. Right? So as you can see, both methods will give you the same answer because essentially it's the same thing that you're doing. You're multiplying each term in the first bracket by the complete second bracket, by the two terms in the second bracket, right? Which way do you prefer? Ari, which way do you prefer?
I don't mind either one of them.
Okay. What
I
about
don't.
you, Safi? Which one do you prefer?
Um, for me, it really doesn't matter, but
Okay.
yeah.
I kind of like, what about you, Kaylee? Which one is easier for you? Where did Kaylin go?
I'm here. Um, I like the version where it's just like the first one where no arrows because I feel like that confuses me more.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Jenny? Which one is better for you?
I like the first one.
Yeah. You don't need to draw the arrows. The only reason I put the arrows is that you could see which one you're multiplying. But I personally prefer the first one just because it's familiar. Like we all know how to do this step already, the second step. So I prefer to like get something to look like what I already know how to do. Because I already know that one pretty well, right? So let's continue using that one. So x plus 2y times 2y minus 7, you take the first term from the first bracket, so it'll be x multiplied by the complete second bracket. So x by 2y, take away z, and then plus 2y. Remember, you have to take the sign of it, right? So plus 2y by 2y minus z. Okay, and now you expand these brackets. So x times 2y is 2xy, and x times z is minus xz, because it's x times minus z. So that'll be minus xz. And then you have 2y times 2y. Now 2y times 2y, girls, will be 2 times 2, which is 4, and y times y, which is y squared. And then 2y times minus z will be minus 2yz. And you can leave your answer like that. Yeah, because you don't have any like terms there. You don't have any other term in xy, no other term in xz, no other term in y squared, no other term in yz. So that's the complete answer right there. Right? So let's look at some others. Okay. Let's try x plus 2 by x plus 3. Well, x plus 2 by x plus 3, you take the first term, so that'll be x multiplied by the second brackets. So x times x plus 3, and then plus 2 multiplied by x plus 3. And all of this will give me x by x, which is x squared, x by 3, which is 3x, 2 by x, which is 2x, and 2 times 3, which is 6. And all of that would give me, now I can actually group like terms here because you have two terms in x, so we could add those together. So this will be x squared will remain by itself because there is no other term in x. And we have 3x plus 2x, which will give me 5x plus 6. Anybody knows what do we call this? This type of expression that has a term in x squared being the highest power of x. Anybody remembers what it's called? No?
It looks kind of quadratic to me.
Yes, it's a quadratic, right? So this is a quadratic expression. Right? I know you all didn't do this in a minute, but any expression or equation that has the highest power of the variable being 2, in this case, the variable is x, right? And the highest power of x there is 2. This is a quadratic expression. Also, it's an expression because it's not equal to anything, right? It's not like we had x squared plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Had it been equal to 0 or any other number for that matter, it would be a quadratic equation. But this is merely a quadratic expression because the highest power of x in this one is 2. Right? So this is called a quadratic expression. And if you all recall, when you factorize a quadratic expression, if you factorize x squared plus 5x plus 6, you would actually get x plus 2 by x plus 3. Right? So those are called the factors of the quadratic expression. Don't worry, I'll try to do hopefully we could get a little refresher on quadratics. But yeah, let's do another one. Right? Let's say I have number 4. X minus 4 by x minus 6. All right, well, you take the first term here and you multiply by the second pair of brackets. So x by x minus 6. And then you take the second term, keeping the sign of it. So it'll be minus 4 by x minus 6. And this would give me x by x, which is x squared. X by minus 6 is minus 6x. Minus 4 by x is minus 4x. And minus 4 by minus 6 is plus 24 because a minus by a minus is a plus. And then this would give me x squared minus 6 minus 4 is minus 10. So it'll be x squared minus 10x plus 24. And here we have another quadratic expression. Okay, ladies. So, let's see. So another one. And then I'm going to give you all some to try for me and I want to see them, right? So we have 2x plus 3 by x plus 2. So again, the same rule. Take the first term, from the first bracket, multiply it by the full second bracket. Take the second term from the first bracket, keeping the sign of it, so plus 3, by the second back brackets. And now we expand. So 2x by 2x is 2x squared. 2x by 2 is 4x. 3 by x is 3x. And 3 by 2 is 6. So all of this will give me 2x squared plus 7x plus 6. All right, let's just do one more for good measure, also because Athena just joined us, so I wanted to see how to expand the double brackets. Hi, Athena.
Hi, Miss.
Right, so we're looking at expanding these double brackets, right? So the strategy is, let's say we have an expression 3x minus 2 by 2x plus 5. And if I want to expand these brackets, Athena, I take the first term from here, which is 3x, and I multiply it by the second pair of brackets. So it'll be 3x by 2x plus 5. Then I take the second term, keeping the sign of it, so that'll be minus 2 by 2x plus 5. And now I expand my brackets because I know how to do that quite well. So 3x by 2x, you say 3 times 2 is 6, and x times x is x squared. 3x times 5 is 15x. And now minus 2 by 2x will be minus 4x. And minus 2 by plus 5, a minus by a plus is a minus, so that'll be minus 10. And now you simplify, so this will be 6x squared plus 15 minus 4. 15 minus 4 is 11, so that'll be plus 11x minus 10. And that is your answer. All right, so I'm going to give you all some to do right now, and you're going to send it to me, and you'll take a break too, so we will actually just pause right now until 5. I'm going to write down some on the screen for you to try for me. Right, so right, so number 15. You can also see the questions being written like this, for example. You could have x plus y squared, right? Now, girls, I want you to be very careful because x plus y squared does not mean x squared plus y squared, right? This does not mean you square each of them individually. X plus y all to be squared literally means x plus y multiplied by x plus y. That's what the square something means. To square something means you multiply it by itself, right? So you're basically squaring the sum of x and y. So this would really be x plus y by x plus y. That's what that is equal to. And you already know how to solve this. X by x plus y, plus y by x plus y. All right, so that would give me x by x is x squared, x by y is xy, y by x is also xy, because y by x is yx, which is the same as xy. I'm just writing it as xy because I want it to look the same, right? And then y by y is y squared. So all of this would be equal to x squared plus 2xy. xy plus xy is 1xy plus another xy, which will give you 2xy, all plus y squared. Right? So that's how you would expand double bracket. Sorry. If you have the sum of x and y raised to the second power, it literally means the sum of x and y squared, right? So you have to multiply the brackets by itself, not individually as x squared plus y squared. That is not correct. As you can see, the full answer is x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. So Ari, you there, Ari?
Yeah.
All right, work this one out with me. What would 2x plus 3 all to be squared. What does that mean?
It's you squaring it by itself.
Right, so tell me what to write.
Open bracket 2x plus 3,
Mm-hmm.
close bracket.
Mm-hmm.
Then you put open bracket again,
Mm-hmm.
2x plus 3, and then
Perfect.
you put your closing bracket.
Okay, work it out for me. What would it be? Tell me.
So it'll be 4x
Squared.
squared, 4x squared, and then
So 2x times 2x is 4x squared. And then you have to say 2x by 3, not so?
yeah,
Which would give me what?
6x.
Right. And then what?
3 times 2x,
Yeah, which is?
6x
Mm-hmm.
plus 9.
Perfect. So then the final answer will be?
4x squared
Mm-hmm.
plus 12x
Mm-hmm.
plus 9.
Beautiful. Right. Thank you, Ari. Um, Janaya. Janaya, you there, babe? Okay, help me. What would be x minus 2 all to be squared?
Okay, so open brackets,
Mhm.
x minus 2,
Yeah,
and close brackets, and open brackets, x minus 2.
good. All right, let's remove the brackets.
Okay, so then it's x by x, which would be x squared,
Yeah,
and x by 2 would be 2x minus 2,
minus 2. Yeah,
and then 2 by x,
yeah. Well, minus 2.
so it would be minus 2x,
Yeah,
and minus 2 by minus 2 would be positive 4.
excellent. So then this full answer will be? Zach, you got your work. Thank you.
Welcome.
Yes, Danny, what's the final answer, baby?
I'm not sure.
Well, this will be x squared because you don't have any other term in x squared. And then minus 2x minus 2x. Well, minus 2 is minus 4, right?
Mhm.
Plus 4. And that's your final answer,
Okay.
right? So it's just like the ones that you did. But just this part, minus 2, take away 2 is negative 4, right? When you're subtracting from a negative number, it's the same as adding the two numbers and keeping the negative sign. So you say 2 plus 2 is 4 and you keep that negative sign. All right. Let me see. Kaylin, can you do one with me, love?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's look at um 2x minus 7 all to be squared. Kaylin, use
Okay.
your strategy, yeah? You don't have to like the other girls use the other one, but I saw how you prefer to do it, so do it like that, okay?
Okay, so first thing you have to do is just lay them out so you see what you're doing more like the other stuff. So I would put 2x in brackets minus 7, and I'll put another 2x minus 7 to see what I'm
Perfect.
doing more.
Good.
And then I'll take the first 2x
Yeah.
and work with the second bracket, and then you
Yeah.
put in the next 2x minus the 7, and then you work that out. So that's 4x squared minus 14x.
Yeah.
And then you take the minus 7 and you take the brackets again. So
Yeah.
2x minus 7. So negative 7 times 2x, that's negative 14x. And negative 7 times negative 7 is positive 49.
Perfect.
So now you put everything together. So that's 4x squared minus 14x minus another 14x plus 49.
Well, I
So
could
that,
work out this part already. 14 minus 14 minus 14. What would that give me?
minus 28.
Good.
So that's 4x squared
Mhm.
minus 28x plus 49.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Atina, are you there, love?
Yes, miss.
Let's do one together. 2 for me. What is 4b plus 1 squared?
Okay, so 4b plus 1,
Mhm.
and the next one in brackets 4b plus 1.
Yeah.
Miss, I'm still not too sure on but
Take your time.
4b,
Mhm. Yeah. So it'll have to
and then
be, you'll have to multiply 4b, this 4b, by the second pair of
yeah,
brackets. And then you multiply this plus 1 by the second pair of brackets. So each term in the first pair of brackets by the second pair of brackets. So you take 4b from here to give you this, 4b times the second pair of brackets, 4b plus 1. And then you take plus 1 and you multiply by 4b plus 1 again. Yeah? So then what would this be? Now I have to remove the brackets, yeah?
16b
Yeah,
squared
good. 16b squared.
plus 4b
Yeah,
plus 4b
yeah,
plus 1.
that's right. And now I just simplify, right? Because I have two terms with b's here. So this first one will be the same. And then what about this? 4b plus 4b.
8b.
That's right. Plus 1. And that's the answer, love. So it's exactly like the ones that you did before, in which you got all correct.
Okay.
Thank you. Zafi,
Hi.
let's do one, love. Let us do 5x minus 1 squared.
Okay. So I would put bracket 5x minus 1,
Yeah,
and then I'd write the same thing again.
right.
And in the next line, it would be 5x
Uh-huh.
bracket 5x minus 1,
Yeah.
and it'll be minus 1
Mhm.
bracket 5x minus 1.
Correct.
In the next line, it would be 5x squared.
Well, 5 times 5, which will give me
Well,
25.
oh, yeah.
Yeah,
My bad.
that's okay.
25 squared, minus 5x.
Yeah,
And it would be minus 5x again,
yeah.
then plus 1.
Perfect. And the final answer?
It would be 25x squared.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it'd be, then it put the
Minus 5 take
It'll
away
be
5.
minus 10.
That's right. Minus 10x plus.
10x plus 1.
Perfect. All right, girls. So be careful. Lots of students, when they see this, 2x minus, for example, 2x minus 7 all to be squared, they tend to do this thing where they do 4x squared minus 49. They just square the numbers inside, right? But that's not correct. You have to actually multiply the whole bracket by itself, right? So we're going to look, all of these are quadratics, by the way, as you notice, because all of them, the highest power of the variable is 2. So in this case, this is a quadratic because the highest power of x here is 2, right? So 4x squared minus 28x plus 49, that's a quadratic expression. All of these are quadratic expressions, and the brackets are actually the factors of the quadratic. So when you have to factorize a quadratic, you go from the quadratic expression, 6x squared plus 11x minus 10, to the brackets. So you go backwards, right? And there are a set of rules to follow to get to there. But we'll come to that maybe in the next class, right? I want to show you all something called a difference of squares. I don't know if you all remember that, a difference of squares. But a difference of squares is basically, let me show you how that would look. So say I have, let me write it down. Oops. A difference of squares. Also a very popular type of quadratic expression, something that is often tested in CXC. It comes very often in the question 2, which is based on algebra. So anyway, let's look at it, right? So let's say we have x plus 2 by x minus 2. Let's see what we will get here, right? Well, x plus 2 by x minus 2, you multiply x by x minus 2, and then plus 2 by x minus 2. So that would give me x by x, which is x squared. X by minus 2 is minus 2x. 2 by x is 2x, and 2 by minus 2 is minus 4. So what would happen here, as you can see, x squared will remain by itself, but minus 2 plus 2 will just become 0. So that cancels out, and you'll just be left with x squared minus 4. This is called a difference of squares because x squared is a square number and 4 is also a square number. So whenever you see anything where the two terms are square numbers and it's a minus, right? So it's a difference of two square numbers. Well, it's called a difference of squares. And to factorize it, we use the square roots and we interchange the signs, meaning that I would expect, like if I see x squared minus 25, right? Well, x squared is a square number and 25 is also a square number, right? Because x times x gives me x squared and 5 times 5 gives me 25. So if I were to factorize a difference of squares, well, this will just be x plus 5 by x minus 5. So you use the square roots of the numbers, right? You use the square roots of the numbers and you interchange the signs in the brackets. So a difference of squares is in the format, like if it's a squared minus b squared, the format is just a plus b by a minus b. So that's all you do for a difference of squares, right? So guys, just give me one moment, please. Okay, never mind. Right. Let's look at another one, another difference of squares. Say I have, and it doesn't have to be just well, let's do one exactly like this. Let's say we have a plus 3 by a minus 3. Well, this would be a by a minus 3 plus 3 by a minus 3. So this will give me a by a, which is a squared. A by minus 3 is minus 3a. 3 by a is 3a. And 3 by minus 3 is minus 9. So this will give me a squared. These two will cancel. So you'll just be left with a squared minus 9. And again, those are two square numbers. right? Now, sometimes it could be like this too. Like, let's say we had 2x plus 7 by 2x minus 7, right? Well, this would be 2x by 2x minus 7 plus 7 by 2x minus 7. So this gives me 2x by 2x, which is 4x squared, and 2x by minus 7 is minus 14x. 7 by 2x is plus 14x, and 7 by minus 7 is minus 49. So this will give me 4x squared. The minus 14 plus 14 will go to 0, and then you'll just end up with 4x squared minus 49. And all of those are square numbers. 4 is a square number, x squared is a square number, and 49 is a square number. So that's what a difference of squares would be, right? And it comes so often. Now, you know, most times it wouldn't be like where you have to expand the brackets to get the difference of squares. The thing that is tested the most is you being able to identify a difference of squares and to factorize it, right? So x squared minus 4, the factors of it will be x plus 2 by x minus 2. X squared minus 9, the factors of that will be a plus 3 by a minus 3. 4x squared minus 49, the factors will be 2x plus 7 by 2x minus 7. So I'm going to write a difference of squares, and I want you to try to tell me what the factors might be, meaning what will go in the brackets, right? So let's see, let's say if I had y squared take away 100. Who could tell me what they think will go in the brackets to be the factors of y squared minus 100? Anybody? Anybody wants to give it a shot? Ari, I saw your mic went unmuted. Do you want to try it?
Yes.
Tell me, honey, what do you think it would be?
I think y would be y take away
Uh-huh.
10
Uh-huh.
close bracket, and then you put the same thing over again, and then you put plus 10.
That's right. Right? So it'll be y minus 10 by y plus 10. It doesn't matter if you write the plus 10 here or the minus 10 here. All that matters is that you use the square root of each number and you interchange the sign. So the square root of y squared is y, right? And then the square root of 100 is 10. So it'll be y take away 10 by y plus 10. But it doesn't matter which one you put first, whether you put plus 10 or minus 10 first. All right? Zafi, I want you to try one for me. What do you think will be the factors of x squared minus 36?
Okay, so it would be x
Uh-huh.
minus is it what it 3 or 2? No,
The
it's
square root of 36. What times the 12 will give you 36?
6?
6.
6?
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct. So the x minus 6, by
X minus 6. No, it'll be plus 6.
that's
Sorry.
right. All right, because you have to interchange the signs. All right. Kaylin, what about a squared take away 144? What will go in the brackets?
Okay, so first bracket is a minus 12, and the second bracket is a plus 12.
Perfect. All right. Janaya, what about x squared take away 81? What will go in the brackets, Jen?
Okay, the first bracket would be 3x minus um,
Square root of 81. What times what is 80? What times itself is 81?
what? Wait, no.
9. 9. 9 nines are 81, yeah?
Mhm.
Right? And the second pair of brackets will be what?
X plus 9.
That's right. And Athena, what about if I had y squared take away 16? What will go in the brackets, Athena?
The first bracket would be y minus 16. No, not 16. 4. Sorry.
4. Yeah. And then the second one would be
Y plus 4.
perfect. All right. And then girls, what about if I had um who could tell me what this might be?
You put you could put 3x and
That's right.
3x
3x. Uh-huh. What else?
3x minus or plus. You could do
Mhm.
plus. Then 5.
That's right. And then the second brackets will be
The 3x minus 5.
wonderful. Right, girls? Because the square root of 9x squared is 3x. Since 3x times 3x gives me 9x squared. Okay? So don't be alarmed if you see that it has a number there, right? Like a coefficient, I should say, of x squared. Sometimes it could have a coefficient, and sometimes it could even look like this, like 9x squared take away 4y squared. It's just to recognize that those are square terms, right? So 3x times 3x will give me 9x squared, and 2y times 2y will give me 4y squared. So the brackets should have 3x plus 2y by 3x minus 2y. So that's the key in being able to identify a difference of squares, right? So we looked at when you expand the brackets, this is how you get a difference of squares. And then we looked at how you factorize a difference of squares. And the only reason I'm showing you this is because it really comes often in in CSEC, you have to factorize a difference of squares. Very, very often it comes, right? So that would be it for today, girls. I am going to send you an exercise to do for homework. Um, and this time I would actually correct it, but I'm just asking you to send it a little earlier because on Mondays I have class from 10 a.m. and I finish at 6 with you all at this time, right? So I kind of on Mondays it's kind of difficult for me to correct because I don't have much time between classes. So if you could send this to me by like Friday, that would be good. Okay? So
Okay.
the homework that I'll send you all is based on all the things that we did so far today, like expanding double brackets, expanding even single brackets, and also like the factorizing a difference of squares. Okay? So ladies, thank you so much for attending class today. I will see you all next week. Please God.